Hello ladies and gentlemen, something a little bit different today. I've got another retro handheld to show off to you guys. A website called Geek Goo sent me an Anbernic RG28XX to make a video about, so thank you for that. Check the links down below for a nice discount on their site. I guess they saw my review of the Miyoo Mini Plus and it resonated with them. In that video, I said I didn't want to become one of those channels that reviews countless amounts of these products that are kind of, the same. And in fact, I'm only going to be making videos about ones that I actually can recommend. I was previously sent a different Anbernic product from a different website. I can't tell you exactly which one because they all have stupidly unmemorable names, but it was shit and I sent it back. But this, the Anbernic RG28XX, which from this moment on, I'm gonna be calling the Cock Rocket because that's a much better name and Anbernic should hire me on their marketing research team. This one, I actually like quite a lot. For starters, if you remember my Miyoo Mini Plus review, one of the biggest selling points was portability, and the Cock Rocket surprised me because at no point did I realize just how small and portable this damn thing is. I think it's fantastic. It's small and thin, something which my missus promises me is always pleasing. And this has got one over the Miyoo very easily in this regard. Okay, it's a little bit longer, but I'm sure most pockets can accommodate. It is more portable overall. Of course, the screen is smaller, but I don't mind it. It plays most of what I want it to play, playing up to PS1 and even some Dreamcast games. Not all of them perfectly, but with Crazy Taxi and House of the Dead 2, I could have been playing on a normal console in all honesty. And the Dreamcast is not easy to emulate, so your mileage may vary. It's using Flycast, which it will have all the same Flycast problems that Flycast has, with sound clipping issues, some graphical glitches and such, and some games will work better than others. And there's also the issue of there only being a D-pad. There is no analog stick, so you'll have to work out your mapping and hope some games don't extensively use both. But so far, I've been impressed. I've been playing Time Stalkers, a game I really enjoy, and aside from some sound issues, I don't have any big problems with it. Silent Scope, that seemed to be a bit laggy. So yeah, I'm not here to test the entire library, but it is promising. It's emulating them better than a much stronger portable retro console, the one that I sent back because it was shit. That was like 3 times the price of this one. My favorite thing with this is that it is HDMI out. Hell yes. I am a workaholic. If I am playing games but not making videos about them, well then I feel shame. It's just how I am, my brain, okay? Well now I can do both. If I'm playing a handheld game and I want the authentic feeling of playing a handheld game, well now I can stick in a mini HDMI cable and record footage via my Elgato, which is bought separately of course. Most of you won't be doing this, you'll use it just to play on the TV, and that's fine too, although I would not advise doing this with the Dreamcast games because it looks absolutely terrible. And there can be some strange issues with some games. For example, after I inserted the HDMI out, it completely borked the PS1 emulator, so I had to completely reset RetroArch. But here is some advice if you want it like a hassle-free, you want everything perfect. Only insert the HDMI cable when the console is powered off. Do not put it in while it's powered on. For some reason, every handheld I've had of this kind just cannot handle this method. I know, breaking the boundaries of how technology works. I don't get it, but yeah, just make sure you do that. If you're looking for a portable experience with decent build quality that can play a good range of titles, then I think this is a fabulous choice, really. Ergonomically, again, the Miyoo Mini Plus is easier on the fingers, the shoulder buttons, the D-pad, but I'll accept that sacrifice for the extra portability and HDMI out capability. Not everything is perfect, but on the whole, I am pretty happy with how things are. If you buy from Geek Goo with the links in the description, you'll definitely get at least one SD card filled with a decent amount of ROMs. Still a massive disrespect to the lack of Azure Dreams, but I'll let it slide. It's actually a dual SD card system, which I've played with before on that previous Anbernic product that I sent back, and that prospect just absolutely terrified me. Dual OS, just no, okay? I'm a simple guy who needs to keep things simple, and just the one SD card, that's simple enough for me. So what criticisms do I have? Well, this is probably more down to the software, but not all emulation was perfect, especially in not using RetroArch, because there's two sections for some reason. I don't know why. There's like the one on the left and then there's the RetroArch one. But yeah, the PS1 especially had major sound delays, which was really off-putting for me. So my advice is just ignore that one on the left, okay? Just use exclusively RetroArch. You also have more features with that, like save states more easily, you know. I also have a small concern about the build quality, not a whole lot, but some things that I noticed or, maybe could improve on. I think the D-pad is a little stiff and maybe a little bit too thin. The Miyoo Mini Plus D-pad is way better, more comfortable. After a few minutes, you can really feel the burn on this one. The shoulder buttons shake like a shitting chihuahua and make a similar kind of sound. The inputs are fine, they just feel really loose. I think if you have this in your pocket, everyone will hear you coming down the street. On the other hand, you can whip it out in the case of an emergency skiffle band jamming session. This has serious potential as a musical instrument. I mean, who needs a tambourine when you've got the cock rocket? Battery life seems acceptable so far, but of course I think we always wish there would be more. What's wrong with batteries this day and age? And of course this could become more of an issue later down the line. I'm not currently concerned by it, but I will update the pinned comment below if I notice a big decrease in battery capacity. That is one of my issues with the Miyoo Mini Plus. The battery and charging is quite finicky after like half a year, whatever it's been. And at least this has a slightly more powerful battery, so it should technically be better. And as a must, there is a sleep function, but that's not always available for the Dreamcast for some reason. The Dreamcast is too big to remember its current place. And also, it sadly does not have that quick game switching feature that the Onion SD card had on the Miyoo Mini Plus. That definitely needs to be more common in the future for all retro consoles, because it was a godsend, basically. As I said, this cock rocket was sent to me by Geek Goo. The link is down below to their website. It's an affiliate, so you can help me out if you fancy getting it for yourself. They currently have a promo going. You can use the code 17OFF. That's 170FF, and that will reduce the price by 17% to less than $50 US, and that includes free shipping, which I think is a good deal. This is not a perfect machine by any means, and the Miyoo Mini Plus has a good few factors over it, but it does hold its own. It does some things better, like being more portable, having HDMI out. It's also a lot cheaper. I think overall, if I was going on a slightly longer trip, maybe I'd take the Miyoo Mini Plus with me, but if I'm just popping out locally to the dentist's office or so, oh, sorry, I'm British, I don't go there. If I'm waiting in a tea shop, then I would probably take the cock rocket with me. I'm honestly very happy with this nice, cute little piece of kit. I'm always super wary when people send me shit to flog, but this is something I'm really happy I have, and I would be happy to recommend it to you guys. What do you guys think? Do you have this already? It's kind of a new product. It's only just come out, I think. Have you ordered it? Will you order it? Or do you already have a portable retro console that you're already really happy with? Which one? Let me know in the comments below. And of course, please use the links if you do want to buy it yourself. Have a good day, guys. Take care.